you can actually still win. If you do Sparkly Kitties here, attack into this Devastator's Run Soul. Please give me the win. Wait. Hey, Rush It's Reckless here, and welcome to a brand new video. So this is going to be a short, quick video. It's going to be a little bit of fun as well, but before I actually get into it, I do want to mention that one of the two winners hasn't actually responded to my email. I'm going to post just a little bit of the email on screen here, but if that is you, if you recognize yourself, please reply to the email I sent out to you. Otherwise, if I don't get a response within like 48 hours or so, I'm going to have to redraw for another winner. So, I mean, that's going to be unfortunate, and I don't really like it when winners obviously don't get the prize. So I really hope that you reach out to me, and with that being said, let's just get into the video. So I got Heroes League here, as you can see on my second account, and this is the deck I used to get here. So this is actually pretty interesting because this, in my opinion, is one of the better Swarm Rush decks you can get right now. This is actually probably the best Swarm Rush deck you can grab right now, but I don't have this at any higher level, so I'll just stick with some Militia for now. And like I said, this is oh wait, I didn't say that yet, but this is like an almost all level 4 deck here, with the exclusion of Gifted Recruits here being level 5. But for an all level 4 deck and getting to Heroes League, I mean, that's pretty good achievement in my opinion. And it's not like these matches were hard at all. They're actually pretty easy in my opinion to win. So I wanted to just jump into a quick game here and show you guys how I play the deck. And we're into our very first match. So it is against a base health 18, which is actually good to see because once you start nearing Heroes League, you start seeing just a bunch of base health 20s, so that kind of does suck. But base health 18 I can deal with. It is Shadowfen, which sucks a lot actually because I don't like Shadowfen. This matchup really sucks for me, and I hope you guys read my guide. For anyone I've coached actually playing like Swarm Rush, if you haven't learned this already, I really hope you learn this after this video. Forgotten Souls mana on the first turn, if you have it in your hand, just cycle it. It's the very first thing you do. You don't even question it, you just do it. Okay, and then Doppelbox can be played because there is no other better play. By playing too aggressive with like Restless just here, what happens is if they just clear it, if you just dies and then you get 2 base health down, and then you have no front line and just really bad. If they play something like this, theory gets tricky now because now I actually have to deal with this. So we'll start with cycling this out. Sparkly Kitties. Interesting, actually. This is not the end of the road. So I have 2 options here. I could actually Restless Goats here, Sparkly Kitties into that. Or I could be a little bit... I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive by doing this play like this. Well, actually, this is kind of less aggressive, but it's more aggressive in the long run because it's +1 strength. So we'll do something like that. I could have just cleared it, like I said, with maybe Restless up here into Sparkly Kitties hitting that. And I also keep 2 units alive. Well, 2 plus the Restless. So I would have kept 1 Doppel 1 strength alive. That's 3 units total. One thing that you want to avoid against Shadowfen is having too many units, because cards are like this. By having too many units on the board, they just can like wipe them, they can clear them, they can drain them, they can like toxic their whole board. You want to really avoid situations like that. So I typically just try and keep it a fair balance, I guess I would say. Fair balance. Now this hand actually does kind of suck. The reason is, the way I see it is GP here, Saber Paw is just for some chip, and then Sparkly Kitties has to be played here, and you're hoping it lands here. Now, of course, that's not always going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the GP Saber, and I'll cycle SM. The reason why I'm playing this first is because I really do think this is like the best play you can make with 3 mana, and I'll cycle after. And this is exactly what I was looking for actually, because as you saw there, I was playing, I said that Sparkly Kitties would have to be played here, and you're hoping it lands there. But this entirely avoids the RNG factor, and you can just go ahead and do that. So we're actually a little bit in the lead. Depending on how they play the rest of the game though, depending on their deck and stuff, we could obviously throw this. We have a small lead, not a big lead, but we have a small lead, and we could obviously throw it with stuff like this. It's just a little bit annoying, but that's all right. Right now, let's see, what are we thinking of? I can definitely tuck in Sparkly Kitties here. I don't think Forgotten Souls actually is useful, only because Devastators will be drawn very soon. I don't think you play Shady and FM here together. You actually would play Sparkly with something else. So Shady Ghoul, not that great a card in my opinion. Doppelbox, interesting. I think I'm gonna play FM here then. Oh, it doesn't make sense. So you play FM here. It doesn't make sense either though. Okay, I guess this will actually be my best play. There's a little bit unfortunate. I don't really like the positioning on this. The problem is Doppelbox. That's actually a Forgotten Souls Devastator's next turn. Yeah, that's alright. So we did lose that 50-50, but it's not a big deal. I hope, at least. Shadowfen is the hardest matchup in the world, so can't really see that for sure. But right now I'm thinking the reason why I couldn't really it's a little undecisive there is because Doppelbox doesn't have any good tile. Ideally you put Doppelbox, at least the token spawn, at the enemy baseline, and here I didn't have any position for that. Like if this was clear, I could actually just do Sparkly Kitty Doppel, but I think even better would be Doppel. Yeah, Sparkly Kitty Doppel is better just in terms of strength value. But there I didn't have that, so that was a little unfortunate. Mark Desprez. I actually was considering this, but I don't see how this is that powerful. Like this card is gonna take forever to walk down this lane here. And this is a perfect clear actually. So I end up keeping them at 11 strength now. Now, remember guys, I did just cycle out my Forgotten Souls, unfortunately. I would actually have them at 1 health right now, and then that could easily close out the game. But at 1 health, and they did play Crimson Sentry very early on, I don't think they'll have it again. I am considering Devastator's Doppel, and the reason why is because this way it would link up the next time this card is drawn, Devastator's, it will likely be drawn with Forgotten Souls. Now that's not always the case, but it's the way I see it. I'm gonna go ahead and play my whole hand. This is terrible positioning, like terrible positioning. I could actually, okay, that's unfortunate. That draw, what? You know this cycle here, guys? Okay, we're gonna lose this game, but that's alright. I do want to mention one thing. This cycle here, if you actually plug it into the... Wow, that's crazy. They're playing so defensive. If you plug this into like what do you call it? If you like test this out with their formula, this cycle here that I drew here, the Forgotten Souls, that is like, yeah, that is actually like less than a 1% chance of being drawn. No, because I did, okay, because I played cards first. Oh, okay, because I played cards first, it wouldn't be less than 1, but it's like very close. It's like 5% or less. Like that draw is actually really crazy. This card still sucks. I'm gonna cycle it. I don't like this hand. This is so bad. This is so bad, but it's our best play, unfortunately. I really need Sparkly Kitties to line up here. So next time we draw what? We draw Gifted into, what do we draw? Gifted, can't even think right now. Gifted FM Doppel, really? Wow, this deck cycles so fast. Also, you want to keep track of the runners. They played this for 7 strength. They also play the 4 mana runner, Warfront, so that's 6 damage. And they play Crimson Sentry, which is technically 1. So if they fit in the 7 plus the 1 damage, that'd be 8. I have to be a little bit more careful now. But at 7 health, it's actually really close because I did just play with both my runners. And I already cycled out Forgotten Souls, so that obviously sucks. Toxic not played here. That's so... Okay, no, I thought he was playing... I thought they were playing Amber Heights here. I've been so greedy. Gifted here. Oh, it's coming so close. I have 2 turns. Technically I have 2 turns. I believe I do have 2 turns. We can cycle this out. This card doesn't see any play. Shady Ghoul. Shady Ghoul doesn't do anything though. Because you can do Doppel, Gifted, or you could do Shady Ghoul, Gifted. That's just worse though. I think Shady Doppel, Gifted is better. You could also just like Shady Ghoul here. This isn't good. Let me just make that clear. This does not look good. We need Forgotten Souls or Restless, which are more likely to get Forgotten Souls here. For the win, if we get Forgotten Souls, you can Forgotten Souls with Devastators. We're also at this risk of losing right now. We probably will lose. Even if we lose this game, I'll actually post it. I think it was a good... I did a pretty good job like breaking down the game for you guys. So you guys can understand what I'm thinking, how the game is meant to be played. That top deck on Forgotten Souls could have actually won me the game, but the way it worked out Technically, I could have like Devastators and cycled Head Start. And that would have been game changing. Forefront defensively. See, they're always playing defensive. Kind of interesting. Toe just stays there. You know, there's actually a line where you can do like... Ooh, well, depending on where this spawns, you can actually still win. If you do Sparkly Kitties here, attack into this Devastators Run Souls, or Sparkly Kitty. So, okay, so Head Start doesn't see play, obviously. You can see how we have no potential play for this. Please give me a win. Wait. Okay, so this is a 50-50 between here and here. This is a 33% chance of winning because you need to top deck Sparkly Kitties, both of which are very bad unless there's no other way to see it. YOLO, please win me the game. Oh my gosh, we win the game. Okay, sweet. So if I used FM there instead of Sparkly Kitties, we need to hope that they don't discard both Devastators and Forgotten Souls, which would have been very easily, that's a very easy to calculate 33% chance of actually winning there, and a 67 if you round it, percent chance of losing. So we'll actually hop into a second game. Maybe you guys enjoyed the first. It was kind of crazy in my opinion. I thought it lost, honestly. Alright, into our second match. I don't know, let me know if you guys even like long videos. This is a Basel 17 Swarm player. If they are playing Swarm Rush, it's going to be really, really crazy. I might as well actually keep Devastators here. Usually I'd actually cycle this if it was early, but if it is a Swarm Rush player, you might as well keep it, depending on if they play aggressive or defensive. So this is a pretty good line. Doppelbox is always pretty good in my opinion. I'll just keep it for the stats, because it's technically the same stats as Gifted at level 4, but obviously it's distributed, so always a very good card, especially when you're playing with Devastators. And next turn, I hope you guys remember what I said in the last... Ooh, so they're playing with level 3 cards, which means it's very good for me, to be honest. And as you can see, this is a rush deck, actually, if you guys figured that out yet. So we're going to go ahead and actually keep Forgotten Souls, and we're going to cycle out Devastators. But first I want to do this. There's like no better play than this. You always want to do this, and then we'll cycle out Devastators, because I really don't want to see it this game. Technically, I would have only played it next turn, like right here. Devastators probably would have been game winning, but because what they're gonna say? Oh, but because they blocked off that play, then that's when you just throw it out. And here we have 8 damage. We also have we have technically 2 more damage from this, so they're gonna be at 15. This is going to just win the game. Okay, we won the game. GG. This is 8 damage plus. I mean 7 damage plus 8, so that's game over. And I think that's good enough for now. They are playing level 4 cards, however, so I mean, they're playing the same deck as me. I'm telling you guys, this is the best rush deck right now. You might as well just catch it when you can, because if you're winning games like this, I don't know what else to tell you, but this is Heroes League, so this is Heroes League. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.